Just recently, the former Vice President of the Federal Republic, Atiku Abubakar, was reported to have called for a merger of opposition parties as a way of checkmating the inordinate drive of the ruling APC towards one-party state and protecting our heart-and democracy. The NNPP sees this call from Atiku Abubakar as patriotic and a welcome development for which we unreservedly commend him. The NNPP, however, has modifications and that collaboration being proposed by the former President Atiku Abubakar. It is our belief that such an arrangement shall be all-encompassing and broad. To the former Vice President, calls, our party notes that this was the same bold initiative which the opposition parties signed off in 2015 and which enabled the merger that lead to the defeat of the then ruling party, PDP. To that extent, the NNPP is reiterating its position that the former Vice President latest call is a proposal we applaud wholeheartedly. However, as we stated earlier, while we fully embrace the initiative and applaud it as a matter of necessity, the NNPP is looking at this issue from a much larger perspective and considering all factors inherent in it. Our party, without any iota of doubt, is open to collaboration, alliance, and any arrangement with any of or all political parties, including PDP, Labour Party, and also APC, so long as such collaboration, alliance, or arrangement will be in the utmost interest of Nigerians people and the protection and consolidation of Nigerians' democracy. At this moment, we are studying the mood of the country and the political atmosphere. NNPP will welcome from any political parties any initiatives and oblige any invitation towards discussing any arrangement aimed at protecting our people, our democracy, and toward the much desired accelerated and sustainable development of our country. Thankfully, the whole country is not unmindful of the populist profile of the NNPP, which draws its strength from our well-thought-out Constitution and Manifesto, as well as the robust Concoursia movement dedicated to the emancipation of the common man. It is for this singular reason of being a refuge of succor for the oppressed and largely dispossessed majority of our society that the Concoursia movement and indeed the NNPP are consolidating and spreading its wings across communities in Nigeria, north, south, east, and the west, and beyond the shores of our country. It is worthy of note that just a few months to the 2023 election, the Concoursia movement and the TNM moves into NNPP, a relatively unknown party without widespread structure, and was able to win Kano State for the NNPP as it did in 2019 on the platform of the PDP. We were victims of injustice. That painful experience in 2019 is still fresh in our mind of all NNPP and Concoursia supporters worldwide. After winning resoundingly in a fresh and fair Kano State 2023 governorship election, like in 2019, today we look up to the Supreme Court to uphold our hard-earned victory at default. Two of the same injustice will be too much of a pain to bear. In addition, the NNPP won 2 senatorial seats, 19 Federal House of Representative seats, and over 30 state assembly seats across the country within the short period of its new nomenclature. Despite sponsored crises and challenges, we are confident that the NNPP will continue to provide the necessary alternative in our political space. This we will do without any produce to join in force with all other interested parties and like minds towards peace, security, progress, development, and protection of our democracy and the overall interests of the country. NNPP believes in the unity of political parties and politicians. A necessary ingredient for peace, tranquility, and development. We are therefore calling on politicians in the country to ensure decisiveness, fairness, and rancor in the interest of our people. We believe in the rule of law, and that is why we always run to the judiciary to support our faith in the judiciary remains unshaken despite some happenings within the section of the bench. We are therefore using this medium to call on the judiciary to live up to its billing by delivering justice at all times. Like Kano State, we are in the court to claim the mandate given to our Taraba State governorship candidate, Professor Mohammed Yahya Sani, in March 18 election, to whom the majority of the voters in Taraba gave their vote. We hope justice will be served to NNPP and the people of Kano State as well as Taraba State as we put a close in the to the 2023 election. I thank you very much. We didn't actually commit ourselves in joining any of the political party. We said we are open for discussion. And any political party is really open for discussion, for welcome people. 10 people will leave you, another 50 people will join you tomorrow. So it's in line of the principles of our political parties that we are open for discussion. There is nothing bad in it. Politics is always open, our doors are open. But we didn't reach or make any commitment. Either we're going to join PDP to bury our name NNPP, or with APC, or with Labour Party, or with any of the political parties. What we are saying, we are open for discussion. And what you ask will come later, by the time the discussion, if there is any, by the time the discussion is going on, then it was, that will be on that process, will now reach to conclusion on what finally we're now going to decide. So it's just a open. Our doors are open. That's all what we are saying. And what the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, said is a welcome development, because you are aware that in 2015, the victory that rushed out the People's Democratic Party is as a result of merger within the parties that rule out the People's Democratic Party. So what we are saying is straightforward, that our doors are open, but we didn't go into any commitment that we are joining force with any of the political party, either to change our name or whatever. Then coming to your next listing, you mentioned the crisis in our party, Abi. I think as far as we are concerned, we don't have any crisis in our party. All that happened, there are some of our members of NWC which actually they misbehave to the extent that the National Working Committee took a decision to suspend them, which is normal in a political party. So they now make their functions and go ahead that create confusion and all this. But all that we are saying, we are talking within the legal framework. somebody who has been suspended or expelled from the party, he doesn't have anything to do with our party or anything to do to go and have a press statement or whatever to parade himself as a member of NNPP. So anybody that is doing this is an illegal action. So we don't have any problem with our party as far as we are concerned. If you go to INEC, you can see our record. All these members of NWC that I mentioned, our names are there intact in the INEC. You cannot miss any name among the NWC members. So as far as we are concerned, INEC, our INEC consider this National Working Committee as the member of NNPP. And here is the national chairman speaking with you. So that's all what we know. We don't have any function in our party.
All right, Chairman.
Yes, sir.
I am worried that you are opening discussion with other.
From which part? From which?
My name is Sunday.
From which? Okay.
Yeah, because opposition parties, have a country in putting the government to its toes. Now you are opening discussion, especially with a ruling party. Don't you think that will be detrimental to the people?
Okay. Is it okay? Okay, fine.
Or you want to answer his own first?
Anyone?
Okay. Okay, answer his own first.
Okay. As I said, there is nothing bad that we say that our doors are open for discussion. You cannot rule out any party when you open your door. It's a welcome development. So I don't see any fault or any issue discussing with any of the political parties, just as simple as that. There is nothing bad. You don't know what will happen. This is politics. You cannot open your door and say that A and B are welcome, C is not welcome. It's not done this way. It's a politics. By the time anybody comes, we discuss. Just the press statement is with you. Anybody, any party that will come, if only they are coming for the interest of the nation, that means it's a welcome development. But to be very sincere and clear with you, any party or person that will come for its personal interest, what we are saying, the nation first, the interest of the nation first. So with this, we don't know what APC will come and say, what PDP will come and say, Labour will come and say, or any of the political party will come and say. That is why we leave it open. And you cannot stop any party from coming to discuss with us.
There's an addendum to that, sir. Sorry.
Yeah.
My name is Friday. I work for Channels TV.
Yeah.
If you remember vividly, before the 2023 general election, with this move of measure,
Yes.
your party was approached also.
Yeah.
And I remember that your presidential candidate gave a condition. One of the conditions was that others who have similar interests like him would shoot behind him. So he was not willing to step down his ambition as a presidential candidate. That was one of the conditions, one of those conversations. What are your conditions this time? What are some of these conditions that your party will put forward this time? If other political parties are going to be interested in having a conversation around measure with you?
Yeah, I can repeat the same statement. We are yet to reach this stage. In fact, even the discussion that we are now proposing is not actually commenced before talking of interest. All that we are saying, anybody, any party that will come with national interest is welcome. That's all what we are saying. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emeka.
Yes.
I work for Blueprint. Honorable Chairman, I want to find out from you. Every other day we come here, we see new faces in your national NWC.
Yeah.
And we don't know, maybe it is in part of your constitution, the method through which you change members of NWC.
Yeah.
Maybe you may need
Yeah.
to enlighten us so that we'll be better equipped. Another thing I want to know, can you give us the number of those former members or members that you suspended for your party? What is their number? Because we'd like to have the people. Thank you very much.
Okay, the issue of new faces. What actually happened? 4 days ago, if you can observe the faces here, our party national secretary was here with us. The national deputy national chairman was here with us. As I am talking to you now, the national secretary is with Channel TV. The deputy national chairman traveled to Anambra for the same party assignment yesterday. And we make off, rather we prepared our mind to call this press conference yesterday morning. You know, most of our members of our NWC, you may probably know few of them. Some stays in Ibadan, some are in Lagos, some are in Bauchi, Borno, we are spread. So maybe at times when we call for an emergency or press conference meeting like that, some will send their apologies. So with this, maybe you may hardly get complete members of the NWC. And in our last press briefing, even the National Publicity Secretary, the National Liaison Officer, they are not here. The National Liaison Officer was in Kano, and he was also in Jos for the same party assignment. So these are the reasons.
Do you elect them or do you appoint?
All these people that that you met here,
It's a process.
we follow the same due process. We had our national convention. If you want, we're going to release you the video. And also go to INEC record. All the members sitting here, you can take our names. Google it right now in your handset. You will see all our names, including myself, the acting national chairman. We are on process. Thank you, sir.
Yes, my name is Emmanuel from UCJ.
Yes, sir.
They will say the deed has been done.
Of saying that maybe we started very early. I think we started in a very good time because merger process or coming together, what have you, in a political party is not a 2, 3 month, 5 issue process. You know, each and every leaders of the political party, they have to make their consultations, various meetings, and what have you, before they now come up with. So to tell you that we mean business and we are serious, that is why we started very early. And by starting very early, that doesn't mean that we're just going to conclude maybe ending of this year or middle of next year. But to start anything in a good time is a good one. But you made mention something like organizing under this thing. With this, let me give the National Organizing Secretary to add more for you on this issue also.
Actually, I think what he's asking, we just started the process, opening our doors for discussions and other things. So we are expecting all other parties that we have mentioned in Nigeria, the 18 political parties, to approach us for discussions. And after discussion, that's when we make another press statement on our positions. So we cannot say anything now until such thing happen. So I think we are good to go. We are okay now. We are open for any discussions. Thank you.